Welcome to this deep dive into the fourth book of the Bible, the book of Numbers, a profound narrative that bridges the gap between the Israelites' exodus from Egypt and their long-awaited entrance into the Promised Land. This book, often overlooked, is a treasure trove of lessons on faith, obedience, and the often challenging journey of life. Numbers opens in the wilderness of Sinai, about a year after the Israelites have left Egypt. The people are still camped at the foot of Mount Sinai, where they received the law from God. Here, the Lord commands Moses to take a census of the tribes, hence the book's name, Numbers. But beyond the counting, this book chronicles the spiritual journey of a people in transition, moving from slavery to freedom, from wandering to inheritance. The first few chapters might seem like a list of names and numbers, but they are much more than that. They represent the formation of a nation. The census isn't just about counting people, it's about organizing a society, preparing an army, and establishing the roles within the community. Every tribe, every family, every individual has a place and a purpose. This order reflects God's intention to create a people who are unified, disciplined, and ready to fulfill their destiny. As the Israelites set out from Sinai, the narrative shifts from numbers and organization to the challenges of the wilderness journey. The trek through the desert is not easy, physically or spiritually. The people quickly begin to grumble and complain. They miss the comforts of Egypt, and their faith wavers. Yet, despite their rebellion and lack of trust, God remains faithful, providing manna from heaven, water from the rock, and guidance through the pillars of cloud and fire. But these provisions come with lessons. When the people crave meat and despise the manna, God sends quail, but with it a plague, reminding them that their desires must align with His will. The recurring theme is clear. Obedience leads to blessing, while rebellion brings consequences. One of the pivotal moments in the book of Numbers is the sending of the 12 spies into Canaan, the Promised Land. 10 of the spies return with a report that, though the land is fertile and beautiful, it is inhabited by giants and fortified cities. Their fear spreads through the camp, and the people refuse to go forward. Only Joshua and Caleb, 2 of the 12, urge the people to trust in God's promise. This lack of faith results in severe consequences. God decrees that this generation, except for Joshua and Caleb, will not enter the Promised Land. Instead, they will wander in the wilderness for 40 years until a new generation rises, one that is prepared to trust and obey the Lord fully. The journey through the wilderness is also a test for Israel's leaders. Miriam and Aaron, Moses' siblings, challenge his authority, leading to Miriam's temporary affliction with leprosy. Moses himself falters later when, in frustration, he strikes a rock to bring forth water instead of speaking to it as God commanded. For this act of disobedience, Moses is told he will not enter the Promised Land, a sobering reminder that even great leaders are accountable to God's commands. As the Israelites near the end of their journey, they encounter opposition from surrounding nations. One of the most fascinating episodes involves the prophet Balaam, who is hired by the Moabite king Balak to curse Israel. But each time Balaam attempts to speak a curse, God turns it into a blessing. Through Balaam, God reaffirms His commitment to Israel, declaring that they are a people set apart, blessed, and destined for greatness. The latter chapters of Numbers focus on the final preparations before entering the Promised Land. Another census is taken, reflecting the new generation that has risen during the 40 years of wandering. The laws are reiterated, ensuring that the people understand the covenant they are about to inherit. Cities of refuge are established, land is allocated, and the daughters of Zelophehad successfully petition for their right to inherit, setting a precedent for justice and equity. In many ways, the book of Numbers is a mirror of our own lives. It shows us the highs and lows of the human experience, the triumphs of faith and the failures of doubt. It reminds us that the journey of life is not just about reaching the destination, but about who we become along the way. It's about learning to trust in God's provision, even when the path is difficult, and understanding that His promises are true, even when they seem far off. So, as we reflect on the book of Numbers, let us remember that it is not just an ancient story of a people long ago. It is our story, too. It challenges us to consider where we are in our journey, how we respond to the trials we face, and how we trust in the promises of God. Whether we are in a season of wandering or on the brink of entering our own promised land, the lessons of Numbers call us to faith, obedience, and a deep reliance on the one who guides us every step of the way. And there you have it, an epic journey through the book of Numbers, a story of faith, struggle, and divine promise. If this exploration has resonated with you or sparked new insights into your own journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the wisdom of the Bible. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how the lessons from Numbers inspire you. Until next time, remember, the journey may be long, but with faith and obedience, we are never alone. See you in the next video.